Hi, my name is Fabian, and welcome back to the Mental Hygiene and Resilience series from Resilient Networks. In the last episode, we practiced two breathing techniques to help calm our nervous systems. And today we'll be exploring two new skills, acupressure and the butterfly hug. Both are simple and portable ways to be able to reduce stress and bring your body back into balance. After we practice, we'll be using the bilateral stimulation or the BLS to let those positive changes settle in. And then we'll be able to move into the rescripting and rehearsing. So your nervous system learns how to use these tools more naturally over time. Feel free to check out either of those videos before we continue. But before we begin, remember this video is not psychotherapy. This is intervention education for mild, everyday stressors. If you feel that your stress is overwhelming or you're struggling with something more serious, I do encourage you to seek the support of a licensed therapist. You can find them through Psychology Today or with the number on the back of your insurance and seeing who's in network. Our first skill we're going to start with today is called acupressure. So there's a point that's between the soft web of your thumb and index finger, and it's going to be right here. And pressing here has been shown to be able to activate your body's relaxation response. For some of my clients, I have found in the past that this one's more effective for some people and not so effective for others. Let's see what works best for you today. To do this, you're going to use your opposite thumb and you're going to press into the web of your thumb and index finger. And you're just going to give it a gentle, steady pressure. Firm but not painful. You should not be feeling any kind of pain. You're going to hold for about 30 seconds. You can practice a deep breath as you'd like. You're also welcome to do a little massage on that right there. You can go back and forth in a circle. And what I like to do is I'm kind of putting some pressure with this finger underneath and just kind of doing that. And you can switch your hands as you'd like, kind of just doing that on the other side, seeing if you have a preference, right? Go ahead as you're doing this, notice any shifts. There could be just maybe some warmth, maybe some relaxation, anything that's just positive there. If you find anything that's just shifting or feeling more relaxed, you're welcome to do some BLS. Just let that slowly sink in. And then continue to do that until you feel that sink in, if that's effective. And if not, let's see if this one's more effective. I know this one has some research. It's going to be down in the description for you to take a look at. And it's called the butterfly hug. Now, in order to do this, you're going to hold your hands in front of you, and you're going to turn your palms are facing you. And you're going to interlock those thumbs so they look like butterfly wings, right? You're going to place those hands in the center of your chest, okay? And those fingertips rest just below those collarbones, and there's like a soft spot, like right here. So not on a bone, not anything hard, just like a soft spot at the corner of my chest. And from here, you can move your hands gently back and forth. Your hands can go up and down like a butterfly, just literally just hanging out. Or my personal favorite is just that nice massage. That one always gets my nervous system relaxed, and after doing it so many times, it's actually had a lot more effectiveness, and so it hits even more effectively. Okay, so just notice the soothing rhythm of your hands and the contact with your body. And again, if you felt some positive shifts there, I'm noticing a shift in just like my chest and stomach feel a little bit more relaxed. My hands feel a little more relaxed. And if I'm doing another scan to see anything else, maybe my face feels a little more relaxed. And so what we're going to do, whatever positive changes that you notice, again, we're just going to do that BLS. We're just going to let that slowly sink in, right? Those positive changes. You can take as long as you need to let those sink in. Just let that body get that message, right? And so you're welcome to either do one that is more calming for you, And you're also welcome to combine them if you need to for our practice piece. Um, and so as we've practiced, we're going to be using, again, kind of that rescripting process and exercise. And so think of a mildly stressful moment from this past week. We want to aim for at a 5 or below on a scale of 0 to 10 for stress. You can think back about that moment. If you need a pause, you can. But think of a moment where you're kind of stressed out or frustrated. Um, for myself, I just had some insurance issues and had to change my doctor an appointment, and that got me a little stressed, and I could have used a skill today. I really could have for a moment. And so when I think about maybe how we might have reacted in that moment, think about how our body might have felt. Think kind of, I think I might have felt a little tight, or my jaw might have been clenching my teeth a little bit. And so we're going to just take a moment. You can practice either skill. Maybe just imagining yourself in the parking lot before going in, or it could be if you're walking, maybe you're doing just that gentle squeeze here where nobody else is going to really know that you're doing that. But go ahead and imagine yourself back in that situation, right? And this time, practice the skill as if you're in that moment. And notice how that experience might shift and how you might feel, think, or react. As long as you need, and you can pause the video as you need to. So I'm feeling those shifts. I'm thinking if I felt a little more relaxed, I probably wouldn't have my jaws clenched. Probably would have just maintained my attitude. I did do some breathing, so that was helpful. But I think this might have helped not be as tight in my jaws, right? So kind of now that we're practicing that skill, thinking about how we might feel different, how we might think different, or even our bodies react differently, we're going to go ahead and do some more of that slow tapping. We're just going to let that skill sink in. Take as long as you need to. Just notice those good positive shifts in the body. And just let that awareness sink in for the body. Great. And when you're ready, we're also going to be shifting to the rehearsing. Um, Real quick before we go to rehearsing, if you want to work on something that's stronger, like at a 5 or above, you are welcome to. You're welcome to pause the video, think of something else. But again, if you feel that you need more support, you're welcome to reach out to a therapist or psychologytoday.com, or again, calling that number on the back of that insurance card if it gets connected. This intention, like the real protocol, I think in a therapeutic space is where we look at something that's like at a 5 or below and something that's at a 5 or above, and then we kind of continue that process. So you're welcome to practice if you want. Just pause here. And if not, that's okay too. We're going to move on to rehearsing. So we're going to now we're going to look towards the future. And we're going to think about a situation that you might face soon that could bring up some stress around, again, a 5 or below on that scale of 0 to 10. And I'm going to probably think about school. I just started some classes this week, and so I'm going to just think about that for a moment. But we're going to imagine ourselves stepping into that moment in the future. We're going to notice maybe what emotions or reactions are coming up in our bodies as we imagine it. So go ahead and just feel free to pause as you need to and think about that moment. Take a moment, notice what stresses or how the body might feel. So I'll share this time in this video to think if I'm thinking about classes, maybe I'm feeling a little rushed or feeling a little like maybe I'm breathing quickly because I might be running a little behind on something. And so what I might imagine right now is now that we have a moment, and if you're hopefully you've unpaused at this point and continuing, but we're going to go ahead and practice using with the rehearsing for the future with the skills. So go ahead and just practice with those skills. I'm going to imagine myself doing this as I'm walking into class, maybe leaving my car and doing that. you can pause here, practice either the butterfly skill or that acupressure skill as you would like. And imagine how you might feel different, how your body might be feeling different, right? And emotionally feeling different, how you might be thinking differently, feeling differently. Go ahead and pause if you need to. Just really practice that skill. All right, just notice even after doing that with my hands, they feel a little bit more relaxed. My hands are feeling more relaxed, and I think my arms start to shift, feel more relaxed. I think I might be able to focus a little bit better. And so, again, notice those positive changes you might see. And whenever you're ready, once you've noticed those changes, you're going to do that slow tapping back and forth. Notice those positive changes and let them sink in. Kind of strengthen that to help our nervous system in the future. Take as long as you need. Feel free to pause as well. And again, if you want to focus on something that's at a 5 or above, you're welcome to. Feel free to pause and continue. Um, yeah. And just overall, even these small changes, they really do matter. And I think that's one of the things I'm really hopeful that you'll get out of these videos is seeing that, yeah, when some skills are more effective in other moments, but by practicing this over and over, or even every day, even if we don't need these skills, I think that's a really great way just to let our nervous system know that we're taking care of it. And we're learning how to reset more easily over time. And so sometimes whenever I'm with folks, I recommend let's practice this skill 3 to 5 times every day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, in between. Even if we don't need it, because it feels good and it's helpful for the body and nervous system know that we have tools to help ourselves feel better. And so that's, again, part of this mental hygiene and resilience approach and what I'm wanting to do here. So yeah, thanks for coming along. Again, both the acupressure and butterfly hug are tools that you can use really anywhere that you feel comfortable. And by combining them with BLS and the rescripting and rehearsing, you're really strengthening your ability to respond to stress with resilience. In our next episode, we'll continue to build your toolkit for mental hygiene and resilience. And yeah, have an idea which video that might be. Got some that I got like certain plans, but feel free to look around. You'll see some cool stuff come along.